This color page is nasty. Nasty, bro. Chapter 310, you have Deku in the new outfit looking back like, yo, who's trying me? Who's trying me right now, son? Fresh. Straight up greatness, man. Shout out to Hori for another wonderful color page. I always appreciate his color pages whenever they're like this. I mean, we see what he can do with both, right? The single color pages whenever they look like this, you know, representing the style of American comics. But his double spreads are really nice as well. Like the one that we just recently got might have been the best one in the entire series with Deku and Shigaraki. But regardless, man, look at the title of this chapter. Masters and Pupil. Masters and Pupil. Let's get into it, man. Come on now, bro. My hero's been too good. And we get into it, and I already love it right off the bat. I love it right off the bat, man. Immediately, you know, with like a Sin City type of vibe, where it's the deep portions of the night. Rain is coming down. The wind is hitting. This looks super, super dope. You monster. You got it all wrong. Please leave me alone. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just scared. Please stop. Yeah, right. You're trying to get us to drop our guard and then you'll strike. No. We get to see like a hydro pump right here, Blastoise style. Something. No, it's Deku. Deku comes in the middle of it, stops the hydro pump. Calm down. Please calm down. I understand it's a stormy night and everyone's on edge, but this woman is not a threat to anyone. And they're all like, hold on now. They got the little Metal Gear Solid. Vroom. Yeah, well, she shouldn't wander around in the dark looking like that. And Deku goes in. I was slow to evacuate. This town didn't experience any major upheaval at first, so I just hid at home and waited for it all to blow over. But people started getting hurt here and there, and I was scared. I thought I should take shelter at a hero school, so I ran out into the night and, well, I'm sorry. Everything turned so horrible, so fast. And Deku jumps up, leaves the umbrella there, and is like, yo, take it, head off on your way. Izuku Midoriya. Let's go, baby. I bet everyone else is just as scared. I wonder if it'll ever all go back to normal. I'll make it so. Yo, my man said, listen, who knows what the future has in store? I don't know if things will ever get back to normal, you know, she says. And Deku's like, yo, I'll make sure of it. That's what this solo mission's all about. I will ensure that things will go back to normal. I'll make sure of it. Huh? Sorry, but I'd better get going. Yo, I love the way this chapter has been drawn so far, man. Just the nighttime vibe, the way that Horiko's been playing around with like the lighting and the and just having the darkness in the background, kind of like right here where you see nothing else but like an incoming vehicle with the lights down on the bottom. You know, you get to see is her eyes with the umbrella, and then Deku backpedaling into the night. Dude, I love this. This is super cool. I love this entire aesthetic. All Might, are you okay, miss? And my man shows up in the Ferrari. Now, I don't know if that's a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. I don't know what that is. But he came in some sort of fresh whip. All Might, could you get her to a shelter? I can't afford to be around anyone. All Might? Huh? Hang on, take this. There's tonkatsu in there to keep your spirits up. Thank you. It'll spoil before long, so eat up. Bro, look at this panel right here. My man is out here looking like a menace in the night, dude. Yo, I don't know what my man was watching. What was Horikoshi watching before going on and drawing this arc? Seriously. Because there have been even more references to like that solo vigilante type of style. And then the entire series is offered up until this point, and it's super dope, man. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I like this aesthetic. I love the nighttime aesthetic of a hero going off on a solo mission on his own, you know, doing things. Maybe that's why I've always loved Batman, because that's what the entire series is all about, right? But seriously, man, having this man Deku, bro, in the middle of the night, look at this panel right here. Look at this panel right here of, you know, on top of this massive building. You know, just think about you playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, fantastic game. And it's hit the nighttime portion, right? And you're just looking out, you're hanging over the ledge, It's observing the entire city. They call you. There's been a crime. You start, you feel me? You're going through building to building to building. Yo, this man Deku's on standby. He's observing, looking over the entire city. And I love how you get to see the only bits of light that you get to see within the city is the ones coming through certain little windows and buildings. It really does remind me of, I wish I had, do I still have my Watchmen comics around here? It really reminds me of like Watchmen or Sin City or something like that, right? Where in the world is my Watchmen? I know I normally have it in like a really nice place, but I just finished cleaning this up. So I have no idea where I put it. Sweet flag nerds, yeah, I have no idea. It's somewhere though. It's bright and it's yellow and it's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here. Hold on, is that it right there? No, that's Batman, Batman Dark Knight. Regardless, just this type of aesthetic is, it's so cool. It's like we've slid back in time to darker days, waiting with bated breath, hoping not to stand out, just like back during the advent of the exceptional. Shigaraki All for One, Dabi, those Nomu, the League. We still don't have leads on any of them. The authorities don't even have the manpower to properly follow up with the escaped convicts. So the investigation's going nowhere. Yep, the world's easy pickings for the bad guys. With All for One's quirk transplanted into Shigaraki, he was too strong for us to bring down even with Endeavor and Aizawa Sensei's help. Unless I draw out One for All's full power, I can't stop any of this. I love this page. I love this page. Now play nice, you two. You have to cooperate with our successor. Cooperate with our successor like that. They're talking amongst themselves as this man Deku is thinking, dude. I love this panel. I love this shot. Like, I just love the way that this is, that this panel, or that this page is structured. The top panel seeing it once again from the back side, showcasing the entire city as he's observing, looking over it. Now we actually get to get a closer look into his face right here, man. Great page, dude. He needs your help to unleash his full power inside the One for All realm before Midoriya woke up. I implore you, my heroes. Oh, and here we're continuing this conversation. Nana. Oh yeah, so a direct continuation from last time. Kiddo, how about you catch up on some other quirks in the meantime? Especially Shinomori and Ends. That way you can visualize them better when you wake up. That's not the worst idea. We lived through the harshest era. The height of All for One's prosperity. An era where his control spread unchecked. Those who were under his control didn't even realize it. But our leader had misgivings about the future. In order to strike back against All for One's control, he gathered allies and fought. You were there. With us. You saw it all, Yoichi. Yeah. I sought to bring down your brother and extinguish so many lives in the process. Because in our battle, victory meant life and defeat meant death. Now you tell us to devote our efforts to one who wants to save our mortal enemy? A boy holding on to such a ridiculous delusion? A ridiculous delusion. Such a sad way to see it. Then tell me this. Why on that day, knowing full well of my ties to your mortal enemy, did you reach out to me? No. Flagnards. Our battle never could have begun if you hadn't taken me from this room on that day. Besides, what choice do you have now? You know this is the only way, which is why you've chosen to appear here in the first place, right? Can that boy really bring an end to all this? Yes. One for All emerged from the will to resist my brother, but the moment you reached your hand out to me was when One for All was truly born. When having two individuals, when there is a path to succession, when there is a path for multiple people, to pass on something through the generations. I guess that is where this ability's true strength relies. And honestly, that is a factual statement. Like, without having the second person there, it never would have had the opportunity to have this to have the start of this entire process, right? So in that sense, for sure, this technically is when One for All truly was born. Listen up, boy, because it's in the name, One for All. It's an ability that has to continue going on for multiple different individuals throughout multiple different generations. Let alone just sharing that ability and using that for the help of other people. But regardless, listen up, boy. Yo, look at this panel. Bro, you got this panel with every single one of the previous users. Like in this type of a smoke, like it's coming out of his bento box here, man. Just all of them right behind him. This is fire. Things are bound to move more quickly from here on out. Right. Oh, man. And then all of Shonen Jump is on break, so that's it for a while. Another awesome chapter, man. And just focusing on a couple different things, you know? Getting to see what was happening with this girl right here. And the fact that she was getting wrongly judged in terms of like, yo, you did something wrong, whatever the case may be. It's like, yo, I'm just trying to get to a safe place, man, and they're over here trying to attack me. And Deku had to go up and like swim more and save her. And I love this entire aesthetic. The vibe is just straight out of a comic, man. I loved it. You know, this panel with the umbrella, super dope. This panel on the bottom of the page with the car coming in and Deku backing into the shadows, really nice stuff, man. And this panel right here, and it just all of these pages. This page right here is my favorite. With Deku looking out into the nighttime and then getting a close look into his face. You know, what kind of what kind of facial expression does he have as he's looking out, you know, towards all of this? The build up towards that, because we hadn't seen his face in the entire chapter. Besides this little portion right here, whenever he was thinking back to all of the other stuff, right? On the page before, what is this, page 10? Yeah. And then finally, continuation of the conversation from, I forgot what chapter that was, but whenever last time they were in this room, you know, the truest essence of One for All. And ending off with a really nice panel like this, dude. Yo, my hero's going ham, man. It's going ham. Very simple, singular, focused chapter, but at this point, this is the type of stuff that we need, man. Continuing to build up on what is about to take place here. Because this mission that they are currently on, what they're trying to do right now is go with that squad that went out last chapter, find where the villains are, and already start going ham. So you already know that's going to start going bad, you know, if they don't take things slowly. And even if they take things slowly, it's not going to go according to plan. There's no way the arc and the series ends now, you know, so something's got to draw it out. But we need chapters like this to set up how things are going. And I definitely appreciate Horikoshi really taking time to showcase Deku's efforts on his solo missions. So once again, we got to see this in this chapter, and the entire chapter was that. But we got to see it specifically here of where he is and how he's observing everything and how he's able to keep a close eye. Oh, this is happening over here? Let me head over there. Cha-cha. You know, Spider-Man Miles Morales style. And, or just Spider-Man in general. And going over there, taking that, and supplying help when needed, but also to keep an eye out to hold on, where's the villain activity taking place. And then also in the midst of all that, you have the internal conversations happening between the rest of the successors. And I'm glad that we got to get the continuation of that, just so we can get further context into why it is that they were so hesitant and to wanting to help, and why they were so hesitant in accepting him as the individual that could finally put an end to all this and whatnot. So get further insight into that and whatnot. But my hero's going ham. Can't wait for the next time we get to come on here and read the greatness. Hopefully it'll be the next time it comes back, but if not, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But for right now, man, loving this stretch. Really, really like this chapter from an art standpoint. Just that vibe, man, that aesthetic of nighttime, it hits different. But yo, y'all have a blessed one. My hero greatness, Deku, baby.